Hey guys, what's up? So I got another homemade here, and this is kind of my 100 subscribers video, and I'll go into a little bit more about that later. But as you can see, it is a Bullpup blaster. It's a reverse-inverse Bullpup blaster, and that means that it has a normal prime. This is basically a copy of Make It Goes Blaster with a few changes, just to make it easier to make and just the way I like. I did use all like scrap parts for this, just stuff I had laying around, so the materials aren't exactly optimal or exactly what I would like them to be. Like if I were to do this again, I would not use cutting board, I would use like proper HDPE, and I would probably just use a PVC tube because I hate ABS, I will never use it again. But anyways, up in the front we have a 3-inch heat bent priming grip with some ABS bolted onto it with a HDPE and polycarbonate AFG. Slots over there with the piston. The piston is polyester and a insert of clear PVC inside, and that just allows me to make a normal sized catch. Then going in the back, I know you can't see it, but I have a lathed nylon plunger rod, and then the plunger head is just one of these sink gaskets. It's basically like a skirt seal from hardware store, the hardware store, basically. But it has a little bit more friction than I'd like. So even though that you have a significantly larger plunger tube, the performance is not very much more than a regular size plunger tube, simply because of the extra friction. And I even added another spring. It's a K26 plus Aerostorm. I don't know if you can see in there. But the performance is pretty much the same as a 1 1/4 plunger tube. If I didn't already mention, this is all cutting board, and it has two 1/16 inch styrene layers as well, and that's just to spread this area apart a little bit, just so the trigger can slide. This is a sliding trigger, and it's on an extension spring up here, and this is all bolted and epoxied together, so it's a solid like lower receiver. It's quite comfortable, and I think it's fairly strong. I would just, if I was to do this again, I would use like proper HDPE sheets, but when I made this, I didn't have those. But in the back, we have some minimized elbows that are bolted together, going into the Y, into the barrel. I got some slugs and some silicone domes loaded up. Foam padding over here with a 3/8 polycarb stock going into the like support bracket, and that's some weak cutting board. Well, it's not that weak, but it's not nice HDPE. This is, I don't even know what this is. I thought it was when I bought it, but then when I got that stuff, I realized this is definitely not high density polyethylene. Maybe it's just like regular polyethylene or something. So I installed this polycarb plate, and that helps with the rigidity of this. And that's all like screwed in the back, nylon spacers here. And these are painted with black vinyl dye. And black vinyl dye does not stick to nylon at all. It basically just flakes off like nothing. So I think I'm going to sand these and put some enamel on them and clear coat it. And this is just over here, this foam is just from like these tiles. I had to buy a pack of 4 of them, so I just used the extra to like walk on while I'm at the tools here. And you know, they're pretty good. They're just glued together and rounded on with a sanding drum. I think that's pretty much it about the blaster. I'm gonna show you the slam fire and just like prime it and stuff, show you the seal test, and then we'll do some firing. So I'll be right back. Okay, so show you the slam fire. So what you do is you just hold the trigger like this, hold it down, and then you pump. Now that locked the catch notch, and then when you pull forward, when you reach the forward position, the blaster fires. Probably shouldn't have fired at the camera, but I didn't really mean to hit the camera, but whatever, I hit it. But anyways, let's take these darts out, and we'll do a seal test. So here's the seal test. So the seal's okay. It's pretty good for like a toilet grommet that's sealing in 2-inch PVC. It was the best deal that I could get, for now anyways. But here's some more Slamfire. And I didn't really care about Slamfire making this. It's just, that's how this catch works, this method of priming works. You just get Slamfire whether you would want it or not. And yeah, it's kind of neat. I don't know if I'd ever use that. I can pretty much fire normally just as fast as the Slamfire option, just because this is a really heavy prime. Like I said, K26 plus Aerostorm. But anyways, I guess we'll do a shooting test now. So, be right back. Okay, so hopefully you can see it shooting. And now we'll do 2 shots in Slamfire. And another kind of cool thing is you can kind of use this like a hamp. Like you can prime it and then just pull it forward and then push back really fast and it'll fire. And that's not using the spring power. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Well, I know why it does that. But it's not very powerful when you do that, so there's no real point of doing that. But I'll just show you again really quick using the same darts. So these are just some silicone domes and some slugs. So I don't know, I think this is kind of funny. So look, not even touching the trigger, I won't even hold the trigger. Just go like this. So yeah, it's like kind of like a hamp. But anyways guys, hope you liked the homemade. And now, talking about subscribers a little bit, I know like 100 isn't really a lot, but it's nice for me. Like I'm happy about that, and it's a lot for me. I didn't really think this channel would pick up like at all. I thought it would just be like kind of a hobby project and whatever. I'll stand in front of the camera. But if you guys like watching my videos, like suggest some things. Like I want to make like kind of a active nerf community, like specifically in Canada, so like suggest some things that you want to see, some mods, whatever. If I ever get like a larger amount of subscribers, I will definitely do a giveaway. It'll definitely be a homemade, probably like a rainbow pistol. If I get like, I don't know, 500, 1,000, something like that. And then if I ever get like a really large number of subscribers, I'll give away like a rainbow pump or something like that. Like I would love to do a giveaway or some contests, stuff like that. I know that's thinking way far and ahead, but just thought I'd mention it. So yeah, let me know what you think about that and whatever. I think that's everything. I need to make a commissions video sometime, because I've actually gotten around like about one a day. Yeah, about one a day. Questions about commissions, and it's getting not annoying, but it's a lot of work to like type out everything that I require and terms and conditions and whatever every time someone asks me, because it's like almost every day. And you know, you have to send them videos of the work and whatnot. So I'll do that another time. But commissions are open for anyone that cares about that shit. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you're doing well, like always. Hope you liked the blaster, and I will talk to you another day.